Subham Pradhan at a base price of 200. Pedals up anybody for Sai Subham Pradhan. Anybody for Sai Subham Pradhan. We have him at a base price of 200. Anybody for Sai Subham Pradhan. I don't see any pedals up. We'll keep him at reserve category for Sai Subham Pradhan. We'll keep him with the management team for Sai Subham Pradhan. We'll move forward to the serial number 18 for a big name, Soumya Subham Jena, the captain for the Rising Champions for season 1 and a match winning knock at season 2 with the Super Strikers. We have Soumya Subham Jena, batting style right-handed, bowling style right-handed. We'll start with a base price of 200. Royal Sexai showing interest for 200, Rising Champions for 300. Royal Sexai for 400, Rising Champions for 5. 6 for Royal Sexai, 700 for Rising Champions, 800 for Royal Sexai, 900 for Rising Champions, 1000 for Royal Sexai, Rising Champions 1100 as well. Sorry, Rising Champions is 1200. Royal Sexai. Any interest from your side? Rising Champions 1200 for Soumya Subham Jena. Soumya Subham Jena is a true match winner. We have him with Rising Champions at a price of 1200. Till now, we have the Hunters showing interest for 1400. The Hunters showing interest for 1400 for Soumya Subham Jena. Any price above 1400. The 1600 from Rising Champions showing interest for Soumya Subham Jena. We have 1800 calls from the Hunters, 2000 calls from Rising Champions. We have him with Rising Champions, 2200 with the Hunters, 2400 from Rising Champions. Some big names make some big calls, 2400 with Rising Champions. Currently lying at 2400 with Rising Champions. Soumya Subham Jena. Still with Captain Biku with 2400. We have interest from Super Strikers. We have interest from Super Strikers 2600. 2800 from Rising Champions, 3000 from Super Strikers, 3200 from Rising Champions, 3200 from Rising Champions, 3400 from Super Strikers, 3600 from Rising Champions, 3600, 3800 from Super Strikers, 4000 for Rising Champions, the highest bid for the day, 4000 with Rising Champions, 4000 for Rising Champions. Any interest from the Hunters? Super Strikers has marked him close, 4200 for Hunters, 4400 from Rising Champions, 4400 from Rising Champions. Can you have more bid from the Hunters? 4400 from Rising Champions. 40 from 400, 4600 for the Hunters, 4800 for the Rising Champions. Seems Rising Champions don't want to lose this player. 4600 for the Rising Champions. Can we have more bids from the Hunters, please? Currently lying with Rising Champions at 4600. Can you have more bids from the Hunters, please? 4600. Currently lying with Rising Champions. I don't see any pedals up from the Hunters and the Super Strikers as well. Royal XY was not interested, so we'll mark him as sold to Rising Champions at a price of 4600. Soumya Subham Jena marked as sold. That's a great claps from the team. They knows how important this player is. We'll move forward with the serial number 19. A big name, a captain's name, ex-captain's name, Satyajit Swai, age 25, batting style right-handed, bowling style right-handed. We'll start with a best price of 200. We are seeing interest from Royal Sexai 200, Rising Champions 300, Royal Sexai 4, Rising Champions 5, 6 at Royal Sexai, 600, 700 from Rising Champions, Royal Sexai 800. Royal Sexai for Satyajit Jena 800, 900 from Rising Champions, 1000 for Royal Sexai, 1200 from Rising Champions, 1400 from Royals, 1400 from Royals. He was in the team of Rising Champions, 1400 from the Royals currently. We have him with Royal Sexai 1400, 1600 from Rising Champions, 1800 for Royals, 2000 for Rising Champions, 2200 for Royal Sexai, 2200 for Royal Sexai. We have Satyajit Swai here, Royal Sexai 2200, currently lying with Royal Sexai at a price of 2200. Any pedals up for Satyajit Swai? We have him with Royal Sexai at 2200. Rising champions was showing interest, but we have him with Royal Sexai with 2200. Satyajit Swine. I don't see any pedals of will mark him as sold to Royal Sexai at a price of 2200. Satyajit Swine marked as sold. Okay, we have a very big name here who is playing for the first time for Kalinga Warriors, who is leading for to the RCA from the front. We have Gaurav Mahapatra here, age 31, batting style left-handed, bowling style left-handed as well. We have Gaurav Mahapatra starting from a base price of 200, Royals showing interest 300, rising 400, Royals 500, rising 600, Royals 700, rising 800, Royals 900, rising 1000, 1200 for Royals 14, rising champions 1600, Royals 1800, rising champions 1800, rising champions. We have Gaurav Mahapatra here, 2000 for Royal Sexai, 2000 for Royal Sexai. 2200 for Rising Champions, 2200 for Rising Champions, 2400 for Royals for Gaurav Mahapatra, 2600 for Rising Champions, 2600 for Rising Champions, 2800 for Royal Sexai, 3000 for Rising Champions, 3000 for Rising Champions, 3000 for Rising Champions. We see Hunters here competing the bid 3200 at for Gaurav Mahapatra, 3400 Rising Champions, 36 Hunters, 38 Rising Champions, 40 the Hunters, 42 Rising Champions, 42 Rising Champions, 42, 44 we have the bid for the Hunters. Soumya Shubham Jena was at 44. We have the Hunters. We have the Hunters. We have Rising Champions at 46. 46 for the Rising, 48 for the Hunters, 48 the of 5000 for Rising Champions, 5000 for the Rising Champions, 5200 for the Hunters, 5200 for the Hunters. We have him at 5200 for the Hunters. Any beats, any further pedals up, I love to see from other teams as well. 5200 currently lying with the Hunters. 5400 from Super Strikers, immensely showing interest. 5600 from the Hunters. 5800 for Super Strikers. 6000 currently the highest bid. 6000 from the Hunters. I don't see any pedals up anybody above 6000. I have him with the Hunters at 6000. I have him with the Hunters currently at 6000. And I don't see any pedals up. We'll mark him as sold to the Hunters at a price of 6000. Congratulations, the Hunters. You have a captain in the team as well. Gaurav Mahapatra sold at 6000. Currently holds the highest field record. We will update you the pause balance for the teams as well. We'll start with Super Strikers. They have 13,400. We have him as 13,400 for Super Strikers remaining in your pause. The Hunters 7,400 only. Rising Champions 10,900. Royal Section 12,700 in their pause. Please mark your pause for me. Super Strikers 13,400. The Hunters 7,400. Rising Champions 10,900. Royal Section 12,700. Okay, we'll move forward to the next all-rounder. Okay, all teams will have 4 round-down bowlers in their team. Okay, Super Strikers, you have Sambit Kumar Pradhan and Satyajit. Sambit Kumar Pradhan, Super Strikers. You have 2 round-down bowlers in your team. You can take another 2 round-down bowlers in your team. The Hunters, you have 3 round-down bowlers in your team. You can choose another one. Rising Champions, you have Avas Parikh, Soumya Shubham Jena. And one of your mark two in your team, Rising Champions, you can choose another one player from the round of bowlers. Royal Sexai, you have Satyajit Swine. and your captain in your random category. You can choose any two from the list. We'll move forward. Okay, we have some technical glitch, guys. We'll come back in a minute. Please stay tuned.
ତ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ କହେ ଶୁଣିବା ଟିକେ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି କି ସେ ଭାଇ ଯେତେବେଳେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ତମ ରିମେନିଂ ବାଲାନ୍ସ କେତେ ରହିଲେ ମୁଁ ଅନେଇଲା ତମେ ଅନଉନ କି ଲେଖୁଛ ତମକୁ ପଚାରି ଭୁଲ ହେଇଲେ କହିବ ମତେ କି ନା ତ ମନେ ଲାଗୁ ତମେ ଖାତା ଲେଖି ଲେଖି ଯାଉଛ ତମେ ତମେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଲେଖୁନ କି ଠିକ ଅଛି ତମକୁ ତ ଅନେଇଲା କେହି ଅନଉନ
ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ମାର୍କ୍ୟୁ ମାନେ ମାର୍କ କର କ୍ୟାପ୍ଟେନ ମାନେ ଟିମ୍ ବନେଇବାରେ ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦିଅ ମାର୍କ୍ୟୁ ମାନେ ଟିକେ ମାର୍କ କର ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡ କର ହେଲା
ହଁ ଟା ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ତ କହିଦବ ନା
ଏମିତି ମାଇନସ୍ ହୁଏ
ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡ କର ହେଲା ଚାଲ ଯିବା Okay, welcome back after the break. We'll start with Okay, am I audible? Can anyone confirm from the team who are in online with us? Okay, very good. We have serial number 21. We have the player, the captain, ex-captain himself, Ranjit Swai in the panel. S24, batting style right-handed, bowling style right-handed, starting with a base price of 200. Okay, Royal showing interest for base price of 200. Anybody above 200? He was the captain himself for Royal 6 side, leading the captain and Marquis himself. Okay, we have interest from Hunters as well at a price of 300. Anybody above 300? Anybody above 300? Okay, we have the Hunters bidding for 300 for Ranjit Swai, the ex-captain of Royal Section. We have him with Hunters this time with a price of 300. Anybody above 300? We have him with the Hunters this time. He was the match winner for the Hunters for season 1, and this time he may come back again with the Hunters. We have him at 300 with the Hunters. I don't see any paddles of anybody above 300. Okay, Royals showing interest above 300. 400 for Royals. Anyone above 400? He is currently with the Royal XI at a price of 400. Anybody above 400? Okay, I can see Super Strikers pedaling up with 500. Super Strikers 500 for Ranjit Swai. Ranjit Swai currently with Super Strikers at a price of 500. Anybody above 500? Can we have the pedals, please? Okay, Royal XI 600. I can see pedals up from Super Strikers as well. 700. 700 for Ranjit Swai with Super Strikers. Any bid above 700. Royal XI 800 for Ranjit Swai. Ranjit Swai 900 for Super Strikers. 1000 from Royal XI. 1200 for Super Strikers. 1200 for Super Strikers for Ranjit Swai. We have Ranjit Swai here. He can bowl as well. He can bat as well. He can defend the wicket as well. We have him 1200 at Super Strikers team. We have Ranjit Swai with Super Strikers team at a price of 1200. Can you see any pedals goes up for Ranjit Swai above 1200? We have Ranjit Swai currently lying with Super Strikes. I don't see any pedals up for Ranjit Swai. We will mark him at sold with Super Strikers at a price of 1200. Ranjit Swai marked as sold. 1200 to Super Strikers. 1200. Okay, we'll move forward to the best player of the team. We have on the panel Debashish Dharua, S24, batting style right-handed, bowling style right-handed, the man, the myth, the legend. We have Debashish Dharua on the panel. We'll start with a base price of 200. I can see interest from Royals XI. I can see Rising Champions bidding for 300. Royals 4, Rising Champions 500. Royals 600, Rising Champions 700. Royals 800, Rising Champions 900. Royals 1000. Royals 1000, Rising 1200. Rising Champions 1200. Royals 1400. Rising Champions 1600. 1800 for Royals. 2000 for Rising Champions. I can smell some big amount going in 2000 for Rising Champions, 22 for Royals, 24 for Rising, 26 for Royals, 28 for Rising, 28 for Rising Royals, 30, 32 Rising Champions, 32 Rising Champions. We have Debasis Dharwa for 3200 with Rising Champions. 3400 for Royal Sexai, 36 for Rising Champions, 36 for Rising Champions, 3600 for Rising Champions. We have Debasis Dharwa here, who was the ex-captain of a team, of a runners-up team. We have Hunter Speed for 3840 from Rising Champions, 4000, 4000 for Rising Champions. We have Debasis Dharwa lying with Rising Champions at a price of 4000. Anybody? 4200 for Hunters, 4400 for Rising Champions. Rising Champions seems don't want to lose this player. 4200 for Rising Champions. 4200, 4400 from the Hunters, 4400 for the Hunters. 46 for the Rising Champions, 46 for the Rising Champions. Super Strikers comes to the game with 4800. 5000 for the Rising Champions, 5200 for Super Strikers, 5400 for Rising Champions, 5600 for Super Strikers, 5800 for Rising Champions, 5800 for Rising Champions. We have him at 6000 for Super Strikers. Super Strikers, 6000. We have him at 6200 for Rising Champions, 6200 with Rising Champions. One big name, one match winner, we have him with Rising Champions at 6200. I have Debasis Dharwa with 6200. We have Debasis Dharwa for 6200, lying with Rising Champions. Any paddles up before that? 6400 Super Striker, 6600 Rising Champions, 6600 Rising Champions. Rising Champions playing big in the amount in the purse this time. 6600 with Rising Champions, 6600 with Rising Champions. Any pedals up above 6600? I don't see any pedals up. We will mark Debasis Dharwa sold to Rising Champions at 6600. Back from the team 6600. Debasis Dharwa marked sold. Okay, before going to the next player, we'll update you the pause money. We have Super Strikers 12,200. Super Strikers, can you confirm? Yes. Okay, the Hunters, you have 7,400. Hunters, can you confirm? You have 7,400 in your purse. Okay, great. Rising Champions, you have 4,300 in your purse. Confirm, please. Okay. Royal Sexa, you have 12,700 in your purse. You have the biggest amount till now. And Super Strikers, after that, will move forward with our 23rd player. We have Sankar Gowda, S15, batting style right-hander, bowling style right-hander, a fresh player to the season 3, a new name. Royal Sexai showing interest for 200. We'll start with 200. Royal Sexai has bid with 200 for Sankar Gowda. We have Sankar Gowda in the panel for 200. Okay, a update from the managing team. Rising Champions has 4 round-down bowlers. Rising Champions can't bid for this player. We have Super Strikers, the Hunters, and Royal Sexai can bid for this player. Royal Sexai is showing interest for Sankar Gowda at the best price of 200. Anybody? Any team? Super Strikers, the Hunters, above 200. Can we have the bid, please? Any pedals up for Sankar Gowda? I don't see any interest from the teams. Will mark Sankar Gowda sold to the Royal Sexai at a price of 200. Sankar Gowda marked as sold. Okay, we have 4 round-down bowlers lying with Rising Champions and 3 for each. Super Strikers, the Hunters, Royal Sexai. We'll have the remaining bowlers as well. We'll call up the name for 3 round-down bowlers. Each team have to take one name from the above 3. Super Strikers will have to take 1 round-down. The Hunters will have to take 1 round-down. Royal Sexai will have to take 1 round-down. We have the big name, the winning catcher, the 2 times winner, and We have Alok Kumar Das here, S28, batting style right-handed, bowling style spin right-handed. We have Alok Kumar Das in the bid. Will start with a base price of 200. Can you see the pedals of Royal XI 200, Hunters 300, Royal XI 4, Hunters 5, Royal XI 6, Hunters 7, Royal 7, Hunters. Can you see your bid? Royal XI 7, Hunters 8, Royals 9, Royals XI for Alok Kumar Das 900, 1000 for the Hunters, 1200 for the Royals, 1200 for the Royals, 1200 for the Royals, Hunters 1400, 1600 for Royals, 1600 for Royals for Alok Kumar Das, 1800 for from the Hunters, 2000 from the Royals, 2000 from the Royals, 2200 from the Hunters, 2200 from the Hunters, Royals XI 2400, bidding for Alok Kumar Das 2400 for Royals XI, 2400 Alok Kumar Das, 2400 for Alok Kumar Das, 2400 for Alok Kumar Das, 2600 for Alok Kumar Das, 2800 for Royal XI, 2800 for Royal XI, 2800 for Royal XI, Alok Kumar Das, 3000 from the Hunters, 3000 from the Hunters, 3200 from the Royals, 3200 from the Royals for Alok Kumar Das, 3400 from the Hunters, 3400, 3600 from the Royals, 3600 from the Royals. Royals have 3600, 3800 from the Hunters, 3800 from the Hunters, 4000 from the Royals. Currently bidding at 4000 by the Royals. Alok Kumar Das, the winning captain of season 2, man of the series for season 1, 4200 for Royals, 44 from Super Strikers, 46 for the Royals, 48 from the Super Strikers, 5000 for Royals, 5000 for the Royals, 5000 for the Royals XI, 5200 from the Super Strikers, 5400 for the Royals, 5600 from the Super Strikers, 5800 for the Royals, 6000 for Super Strikers, 6000 for Super Strikers, currently holding the record of highest bid. 6200 from Royals, 6200 from Royals for Alok Kumar Das, 6400 from Super Strikers, 6400, 66 from Royals, 68 from Super Strikers, 7000 for Royals XI, 7000 for Royals XI, currently holding the highest bid amount, 7000 for Royals XI. Alok Kumar Das, we don't see any pedal shop for Alok Kumar Das. Anybody showing interest for Alok Kumar Das above 7000? Any pedal shop for Alok Kumar Das? We don't clearly see any pedal for Alok Kumar Das. We'll have him at the last bid. We have Alok Kumar Das sold to Royals XI at a price of 7000. We will mark him as sold to Royals XI. Okay. After a big name, I'll update you the pause amount for the team. And Super Strikers have 12,200 in your pause. Confirm. The Hunters have 7,400 in your pause. Hunters, please confirm. You have 7,400 in your pause. Confirm. Rising Champions 4,300 in your pause. Confirm. Royal XI, you have 5,500 in your pause. Confirm. Okay, we have the bowler's nest, and who can bid for the bowlers? We have Super Strikers, they can bid for the bowler, and the Hunters, they can bid. We'll eliminate two other teams as they have completed their 4 round bowlers. We'll have the next 2 bid for Super Strikers and the Hunters only. We have Ajit Prasad Maji on the panel for the base price of 200, Hunters 300, Super Strikers 4, Super Strikers 400, Hunters 500, Super Strikers 600, Hunter 7, Super Strikers 8, Super Strikers 8, 900 from the Hunters, 1000 from Super Strikers, 1200 from Hunters, Super Strikers 1400, 1600 from the Hunters, 1800 from Super Strikers, 2000 from the Hunters, 2000 from the Hunters, 2200 from Super Strikers, 2400 from the Hunters, 2400 for Ajit Prasad Maji, 2600 for Super Strikers, 2800 from Hunters for Ajit Prasad Maji, 2600 from Hunters, 2800 from Super Strikers, 3000 from Hunters, 3000 from Hunters for Ajit Prasad Maji, 3000 from the Hunters. Any interest from the Super Strikers? We have 3000 for Ajit Prasad Maji. That's a big name. We'll have you enough time to take a decision. 3000 for Ajit Prasad Maji. 3200 from Super Strikers. 3400 from the Hunters. 3400 from the Hunters. Super Strikers 3600 for Ajit Prasad Maji. 3800 from the Hunters. 4000 from Super Strikers. 4000 from Super Strikers. 4200 from the Hunters. 4200 for Ajit Prasad Maji from the Hunters. He was the winning captain of season 1, leading for the Hunters. Now Hunters is leading for him at 4200 from the Hunters. We have the bid 4200 from Hunters for Ajit Prasad Maji. We don't see any pedals up from Super Strikers. We don't see any pedals up for Super Strikers for Ajit Prasad Maji. Okay, 4400 for Ajit Prasad Maji to Super Strikers. 4400, 4600 from the Hunters. 4600 for the Hunters. 4600 from the Hunters for Ajit Prasad Maji. 4600 from Hunters for Ajit Prasad Maji. Can you take a call, Super Strikers? 4800 from Super Strikers. 5000. 5000 from the Hunters. 5000 from the Hunters. We have Ajit Prasad Maji currently bidding at 5000. Currently bidding at 5000 from the Hunters. The team wants him. We will have Hunters at a price of 5000 for Ajit Prasad Maji. I don't see any pedals up from Super Strikers. Ajit Prasad Maji will straightly go to the Hunters at a price of 5000. We'll mark him as sold. Okay, before going to rest players included here, we will thank the captain, the Marcus, the management for bringing this auction into life and making it a wonderful experience for the teams and the captains, the Marcus as well. We'll take a short break for 2 minutes. We'll come back again after 2 minutes. Till then.